Hello, welcome to Virgo Moon Tarot, where I interpret the cards to provide insight into your life. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. In this reading, we're going to find out, how do people see you? Like, how do people perceive you at every level? We're going to talk about strangers and first impressions. We're going to talk about acquaintances, like your coworkers, friends of friends, things like that, people who have brief interactions with you. We're going to talk about your friends, so people who know you fairly well and have spent the most or spends like real time with you. And then we're going to talk about your inner circle, so like your best friends, your close family, like people who know you like inside and out. Alrighty, so for the first section, we have here strangers and first impressions. This section here will represent the acquaintances, your friends, and then your best friends and close family. So for strangers and first impressions, people or strangers, they perceive you as intense, unpredictable, and self-contained. So take this as it resonates. It may or may not feel like your story. Some of it may feel like it represents you, some of it may not. Also, I have a playlist of how people see you, so you can check out other videos there as well. You may find something like, check out what videos are drawn, what you're drawn to. But if you were drawn to this reading, it may be a sign that there's something in here for you. But what I was gathering so far is that you come across intense at first, like to begin with, like people who don't know you. But then as people get to know you a little bit more, they see your light. They see the beautiful person that you are, and then they realize that they've misjudged you. They learn that they misjudged you entirely, but they're very intrigued. There's like this contrast. There's like this black and white between who you are in the beginning versus who you are once they know you on like the deepest level, on, or how do I say, like the deepest level that you'll allow them to get to know, because there's part of you that no one knows except for yourself. But this here, of course, your best friends will represent that deep level that you allow people to see. So going back to how strangers perceive you, like first impressions, again, it feels very intense, unpredictable, self-contained, very mysterious as well. There's like a sharpness to your energy that feels like you're not easily fooled or impressed. It feels like people can sense this intensity. People may also sense that you're protecting yourself, or maybe you've been through a lot. Like they may sense that. They may feel like your energy is a bit closed off at first. Like you may get people telling you like, oh, I was intimidated by you at first, or you seemed like scary at first. Like I was afraid to approach you. Like part of you may feel unapproachable to people, but it's kind of misleading because you're very gentle and very sweet, which we'll get into. So basically they see your sharpness before they see your warm side. But it creates this mystery. And for the people who do love you, that's something that they really do love about you. But you definitely have this intensity that makes people stop and take notice. Like you're very noticeable when you walk in the room. Like people know it. Like your energy shifts the energy of the room. Like you change things up. You may notice, I think I talked about this in a previous reading, or maybe it was on one of my other channels, but you may notice that when you walk into a room, people shift, they change. They may stop talking, and you may think that they were gossiping about you, but it's not. It's that your energy is so potent and intense, like it like shakes them to their core, to where they get distracted, they lose their train of thought, like their mind shifts. Some of them may even forget like what they were talking about, all because you entered into the room, because your energy is so strong. You come across as someone who's very powerful, but you don't hand out that power lightly. Like you come across as very powerful, but there's just, yeah, you just sort of kind of, you're self-contained. You contain it. You don't come across as like emotionally available at first. You don't come across as someone who's very open at the first time people are meeting you. You know what I mean? Like, people sense that they have to earn your trust and your presence. Like, they sense that you're not someone who just freely gives away your energy. You're self-contained. You come across as someone who's very regal, royal, like a leader, like someone who is important. You don't just give your emotions out to everyone. Like, this is how you come across at first. You make a huge impression on others. It can feel disruptive, but in a very mysterious way, something that is very intriguing. Your first impression can feel very memorable, but also commanding as well. Like, you command attention, whether you like it or not. It's just the energy within you that's radiating outwards. Okay, so moving on to like acquaintances. So these are like your coworkers, your friends of friends, and things like that. So, how do these people see you? Um, they experience you as someone who carries like a quiet emotional depth. They may even feel like you have a lot on your mind, like you have a mental pressure or like inner conflict. Like, they just sense there's a lot going on within. So when they first meet you, they just sense this intensity. But as they get to know you a little bit more, they understand that you're not you're not like you're not scary, you're not intimidating. Maybe you just come across that way. Um you may just be very focused on whatever it is that you're focused on. You may be focused on work or focused on whatever it is that you have going on in your life, and that tension may just show on your face. And they're starting to sense that you just have a lot of depth to you. Like, you may come across as like you have a lot on your mind that you just don't talk about. For others, they feel, they can sense that you're very observant, and you could be reading them. Like, you come across as someone who's very intuitive. Like, you can just read them, just like you see through them. Like, some people get that impression as well. Um, Others feel like you're just holding back something. You're holding back maybe who you truly are, or like what you really want to say, or what you're really thinking. Like, maybe you try to be polite, um, or maybe you think these strong thoughts about others, but you don't want to voice it, but others can sense that you people can sense that there's a lot going on that you're just not saying, that you're just not revealing. They can also feel that you're very like you may be hard to read, but they can sense that you're a very thoughtful person. Like I said, very intuitive, very receptive, and also very wise. Like, they can sense that, like that maturity, that inner wisdom. They can sense that there's something deep within. They can sense that there's layers, like how you like layers to an onion. They could sense your depth. But because you're hard to read sometimes, they don't know what's going on. Like, they can see that you're thinking. They can see, um like the inner mental work going on. But because you're hard to read, they may it may make them feel like they don't know where they stand with you. So sometimes that it's like a barrier. It's like a shield. It kind of makes you feel unapproachable a little bit. So just something to be aware of. So yeah, you just feel very private, reserved, emotionally complex. Like, you don't just openly share your life with people. And you don't have to. You know, your business doesn't have to be their business. Um, Okay, what else? So moving on to like your friend group, how they perceive you. Your friends see you as a superstar. They love you. They see you, they see your heart. Once they get to know you, they are glad that they did. They see that you're very sensitive, you're empathic, you're emotional, you're expressive, you're creative, you're generous, you're intelligent, you are hardworking, you are humble. They see all of the gifts and talents, and they see what you see about yourself and more. They see that you're very gentle. You're not as scary or intimidating or intense as maybe they thought when they first met you, like their first impression. They see your nurturing side. They see um, how how influential you are to others, how um, sensitive and caring you are. They see how big your heart is. They see your greatness. They see that you're very kind and loving, that you're a giver, that you also know how to receive. You're receptive to them. You're open. You're not you're not like self-centered. You're open to them. You're accepting of them. They accept you. You accept them. You're also very peaceful. Like you're gentle and peaceful and calm. You're like emotionally safe. You take care of your friends and family. You take care of people. You like to make sure that they're happy, that they're fulfilled, emotionally fulfilled. But also I feel like you take care of yourself as well. You put your needs first, maybe, and it's something that they admire, they appreciate, and they respect. You're thoughtful and kind. What else? Like very just gentle, sweet, loving. Yeah, and just your presence is just so, you light up their worlds, you know? They love you. And it's just a reflection of your light. It's a reflection of that inner that inner love that you have for others and for yourself. Like it's just like they're reflecting that back to you. Okay. So now moving on to your inner circle of like your best friends and your closest, your best friends and your close family, like the people who really see you. How do they perceive you? Again, you're full of love. You're full of love with this Ace of Cups, and they see your potential. They see your greatness with the Ten of Pentacles there. But with the Four of Swords reverse, they feel like sometimes you have a lot going on. They want you to be able to relax. But they definitely sense this deep love from you. There's this deep connection, this bond that you have with people. And it's like you pour your heart into these connections with the people closest in your life. And you also come across as someone who likes to bring others together as well. And they just see how much you give and you give and you give, even though they want you to rest. Like you may be a giver and less of a receiver when it comes to your best friends and close family. And they want you to take some time for yourself. You're very loving, very sweet, but they just want to make sure that you are taking care of yourself. So these people feel at home with you. You feel at home with them as well. Yeah, and your inner circle, they definitely see you as like you're irreplaceable to them. You mean the world to them. um like your worth and your value is like unmatched. Your presence is so strong, so big, and so beautiful. And you see the best in others. You see the best in others, you see the light, and they can feel this from you. And it helps them to grow. It's like you're helping your loved ones to grow just because you see the best in them, you see their potential, you see their light. Let's see what else. I think that's it. I think that's it for your reading today. So, as you can see, there's this contrast. It's like black and white, night and day. At the beginning, you may come across as intense and mysterious, or maybe like you have a lot on your mind, but you do come across as very thoughtful and wise and deep. And you come across as someone who people want to get to know. They want to see what's going on the inside. Like they can see your brain tinkering and they get curious and they just want to get to know you. But you can have like this wall up a little bit. So people may feel like they can't just easily invade your space and get to know you. Like they do sense this presence about you, and they do sense that like I said, you don't just give away your energy. You don't just give it away freely. Like they actually have to earn your trust. They actually have to earn your time and your presence. And once they do, they are so grateful and so glad that you did, because you like changed the world. And for the people who don't actually get to know you, for the people who are like too afraid, or they just can't get past the first impression or whatnot, like they're missing out entirely, completely. They're just missing out on something like otherworldly. You know what I mean? Like they're just they're missing out. But the people who do take the time to get to know you, they see you as this huge-hearted person, generous. They see you as someone special, and you're irreplaceable. Just beautiful, 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 lovely people. So, thank you. Just trying to wait for that to pass by. But thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate you. Make sure to check out my playlists and the other similar readings of How People See You. There may be some good stuff there for you, some things that you are drawn to, some messages that you may resonate with. So check that out. And hopefully you'll stop by again next time. So until then, take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.